Turn to page 9 of your iPods. Today's lesson will be combining like terms and distributive property. The first part of today's lesson is combining like terms. Like terms are terms that contain the same variable raised to the same power. Constants are like terms. So 5 plus 3 would be 8, or x squared plus 2x squared. Those are like terms because they have the same variable with the same base. With the same exponent. So remember, just a quick refresher, if you don't see a number in front of the variable, there's an imaginary 1. Step 1, to combining like terms, you're going to draw a line in front of each plus or minus sign to separate the terms. You're going to highlight all terms in the same color. And then step 3 is to combine each term into one single term, or one single item. So let's take a look at number 1. You can grab some highlighters. So in math we like the letters to come before the numbers. So we're going to look for all the terms that have the numbers, and I already forgot step 1. So I'm going to separate all the terms with the line in front of each term. So each line is in front of the positive or minus sign, the plus or minus. So I have another x here and another x here. Then I have two constants right here, don't forget the sign, and right here. So this is where you may see it a little bit different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line these terms up vertically, so all the yellow ones are going to go right here. So 5x minus 2x minus 2x. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the pink terms, positive or plus 4 plus 3. So now what I'm going to do is combine the terms vertically. So here's 5 minus 2, which is 3, minus 2 more, which is 1. So that's 1x. And then 4 plus 3 is 7. So in math, we don't write the 1. If there's a 1 in front of the x, there's an understood 1 in front, so you don't have to write it. Example 2's very similar, except there's an extra term in this. So I'm going to go with the highest exponent, so x squared and x squared. And I forgot to draw my lines again. So you're going to do it in front of the plus or minus sign. Now I'm going to highlight the x's. And then the last, I will highlight the coefficients. Sorry, not the coefficients, the constants. So I'm going to look at the orange first. So I have a 3x squared minus 2x squared. I have a negative x. And I'm going to go ahead and put the imaginary 1 there so I don't forget that it's there. Plus 5x. And then I'm going to do the pink terms, positive 7 plus 2. So again, this is a little different for y'all vertically. Y'all have seen this where they combine them side to side. I like to do these vertically. 3 minus 2 is 1. I drop down the x squared. Negative 1 plus 5 is a positive 4x, and then 7 plus 2 is 9. And since I don't need the 1, I'm just going to use it to help box the answer. Distributive property. Y'all have seen this before. All distributive property is saying is that you're going to take this outside number and multiply it to both the terms inside. So it's essentially saying a times b plus a times c, which we would just write ab plus ac. And we're going to try these with numbers. So the first example we're going to see is going to be really easy, and then we're going to go to the next one that can be a little bit trickier. Okay, so I'm going to take this 4 and I'm going to multiply it to the x. So 4 times x should be x squared. Then you're going to take 4 times 3, and it's a positive 3, so I'm just going to write 3. 4 times 3 is 12. These are not like terms, so my answer is 4x plus 12. As I stated a second ago, this is the harder of the two problems. When you see a number and then outside of the parentheses you see another number, you can't add these two or subtract these two. You have to do the multiplication first. It's kind of like PEMDAS. So what we have to do is we have to multiply the negative 7 to the 3x and to the negative 2, or the minus 2. So I'm going to multiply negative 7 times 3x, and then I'm going to multiply negative 7 times negative 2. So when I multiply these two numbers, I get negative 21x. When I multiply these two numbers, negative 7 times negative 2 is a positive 14. Now, usually what I would have you do is just bring this down and write it right here, but since I see a positive 14 and this is just a plain, these are both constants, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that constant next to the other constant, and now I can just add these two. So negative 21x, and then 14 plus 5 is 19. I can't simplify any more than that, so then that's my answer. Make sure that you glue this down in your composition book, in your iPod, and make sure that you also put this in your table of contents.